Hey everybody, it's Amanda Moxley with another juicy money tip for you about going to your new level and overcoming that new devil and ending the money drama. All right, so as you might have heard me share in the past, maybe you haven't, and if not, hello and nice to meet you. Okay, the deal is that you have a wounded child that is in the way of your wealth consciousness. There's a part of you that doesn't feel whole, that doesn't feel loved, that feels separate, that feels abandoned and fearful and insecure and insignificant. So my biggest aha as of late has been, okay, so anyway, that WC, that wounded child, is the one that is getting in the way of your wealth consciousness, in the amount of money that you're available to receive, and it's also affecting your earning potential, and you're giving away things for free and trading and bartering and under earning, etc. So here is the deal. It's not just your wounded child, it's also your wounded teenager. So seriously, it's your wounded teenager. I want you to think back in this moment. What were you like as a preteen or a teenager at those awkward years when, you might have had braces and you had, I was I guess it was in the 80s, 90s, I had like a fang up to here of a claw, and I had this brown frizzy hair out to here, and I was chubby, and I had braces, and I had no sense of style. I mean, I love that. It was really cute and all, but, and I just didn't feel feminine. I didn't feel beautiful. I didn't know how to put on makeup. I didn't have any clothes that looked good on me. In fact, I was actually teased on the playground before that, much younger than that, for being fat. And so why I'm bringing up this whole story of, my 80s hairdo and everything is for a reason. And that is that your wounded teenager, it's also your wounded child, but your wounded teenager is also coming to business with you. She is the one that feels insecure and not enough and not pretty enough and not good enough or smart enough or all that enough stuff are worth it, right? I was picked last on any sports team, never asked out on any dates. I mean, I'm going to cry. It was not so pretty, and it was a manifestation of a pretty rough childhood. And I'm telling you this because I really want you to awaken that it's not just your wounded child, it could be your wounded teenager that's also coming to work with you. So for example, the last time I was, my wounded teenager was, how this plays out is, and this is the first time I've talked about this, so I'm just totally just going for it, but how this plays out is this, okay? So basically the next time you're on a launch or you're putting yourself out there in a sales conversation and you're being vulnerable and you're saying, hey, I'd like to work with you, would you be my client? You're going to have those little WTs coming out, wounded teenager. So anyway, this is what I came up with. I said, okay, well, that's not, my wounded teenager said, oh, well, you're not good enough, and you're not, blah, blah, blah. And so I said, okay, well, that's really not true because you actually rock and I love you and everybody else thinks you're awesome and you're totally smart and successful, and it's really not about you because you're the channel. Okay, so I said that, and I was like, what do you need from me, little wounded teenager? What can I do for you? And she said, make me look pretty. Put makeup on me, get me dressed. And I was like, done. We'll go put some makeup on. We'll go get dressed. And that really lifted my vibration. Anyway, I know this is a long video. I think this will really help you. Just tune into your wounded teenager, and I'm going to tell you more about these juicy tips on our call next week. You know what to do. Come to the call, invite your friends, and I'll see you there. Let me know what you think about this WT, by the way.